Teddy, what's going on?
I should have killed him.
What's going on, Teddy? Hi, love.
Hiya. Oh, Dad, your hands are filthy.
Sorry, no morning sickness yet?
No, nothing. I feel fine.
Look at the charges Graham Curtis character yet.
They've let him go, haven't they?
You what? Are they stupid or something?
They're trying to pin it on me. They think I killed Sue and Danny.
Well, you haven't admitted anything, have you?
How can I? I can't even remember that day.
Well, you can remember whether you killed your own kid or not. I mean, why the hell did they think that you had to go with him at the funeral?
I don't know.
Because Graham Curtis killed Sue and Danny, that's why.
It's been going on and on at me for hours. They think Sue was carrying on with that Graham, so I killed her and Danny, and then tried to kill him.
Are they mad? You'd have killed him first, wouldn't you?
I want him, Barry. Let's go looking for him, eh? Knock the truth out of him.
Terry, you can't take that chance. Not if that's their theory.
Well, we've got to find out what the truth is, isn't it? I want to kill him.
You shut it, will you, Terry? Listen, if you want to concentrate on remembering where you were that day, it's going to be your only chance. Come on.
Hiya.
Don't tell me you decided to come away for your Alman after all.
I've told you, Dad. My Saturday job's in town. Mum's had to give you the post.
So,
Is it all right if I take Tony for me dinner?
of course it is. As long as you leave 50p.
Yeah, 50p's on there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. Hey, hang on a minute.
Dad, I'm going to be late for the shop.
Never mind that. What about this phone bill?
Look, I've got to go.
This is down to you know, Jackie. £140.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You're never off that thing. You were on an hour for last night.
Yeah, Kelly phoned me.
I'm not soft, you know. You rang her back.
No, it didn't.
And it wasn't me, your mother.
Yeah, well, he's only more than me.
Hey, I've got a phone bill here for £140. What have you got to say about that? Well, that's her, not me.
Oh, that's not fair, Dad. I mean, you're never off the phone ringing people up trying to find keyboard players for your stupid band.
You just watch who you're slagging. We're playing with Rain and Pies at the weekend.
Rain in the what?
Bands, you know, musicians. Two of the best in town at the moment.
Pies. So you better get a proper job with some real money, then maybe you could pay your share of this.
It's not even me, it's her. I can't get near the thing when I'm at home. Hey, is that my grant?
Oh, that's not fair, Dad. I didn't even use it that much. Why don't you check up and see if they've made a mistake?
Hey, I'll be writing to them all right, don't you worry. I'm going to get it itemised in the future. That way I'll be able to see who's trying to make me bankrupt.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, and if you want to use that phone in future, you ask me first, all right? Cheeky little.
My grant? I can pick it up today at the Polly. 200 quid.
Spend, eh?
That's the most dosh you've ever had.
Hey, don't you go blowing that. That's going to last you till Christmas.
Tell you what, Dad, I'll put it down on the deposit on a new guitar, eh?
Don't you even think about it. I've had to stump up 1,500 quid of my own money on your grant already, so I don't want you wasting a penny of that. What are you doing here, anyway?
I just thought to check if I could practice with the band this week in the flat.
It's all quiet over the way. I wonder if they charged him.
I don't think they will. I mean, I can't see Terry killing his wife and kid.
I don't know. If they hadn't stopped him, he'd have murdered that fella at the funeral. I wouldn't be surprised they'd charge him with that. You know, assault.
Don't you think Sue was carrying on with him?
Oh, don't ask me, love. I know you think we've got problems.
What, you mean, me and the baby, is that the problem?
Not for me, love. Not now. Oh, where's my screwdriver?
Hiya.
Hiya.
Hey, will you be coming home for dinner tonight?
Oh, Mick asked me to get a few things in town.
All right. You okay?
Yeah, why?
Just seem a bit quiet, that's all. Look.
Go on.
No,
Just say it. Oh, yeah? Well, you get used to working early shifts at work and I can't sleep in anymore.
You sure it's not because there's something on your mind?
Look, Mum, I'm fine.
Lions will be a thing of the past once you've got a baby, you know.
Mum, I'm glad you and my dad know I'm pregnant, but can we just stop talking about it?
Yeah, well, that doesn't solve the problem. Does it? Sammy, a baby's for life.
It's what me and Owen want.
Do you?
Yes.
Are you sure it's not just what Owen wants?
No.
Sammy, there's still time to change your mind, and I'll back you all the way if you decide to have an abortion.
I don't want an abortion.
Sammy, will you just think about it? You're only 18, you've got the rest of your life ahead of you.
She's 18 and she's old enough to make her own decision.
Frank, she needs advice.
You're not advising her. You're pushing her.
I'm not.
Mum, Dad.
I just wanted to understand the options.
You call abortion an option. We're not having that.
Frank, it's not for you to decide.
Look, I've had enough of this. I don't want an abortion. I'm sick of it.
You see what you get for forcing your opinions on her?
Me?
Yes, you. You wouldn't budge an inch over Tim Darby. We nearly lost her because of that.
He was twice their age. I was right to carry on.
Oh, you always are, you, aren't you?
And I'm right about this, too. You brainwashed her into having an abortion. And she could end up hating us forevermore. Then who'll be to blame?
If I offended you, I'm sorry.
How could you have offended me?
Kissing you?
I kissed you. Don't tell me you haven't done it before.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course I have, but I mean, I never meant anything before, did it? I mean, if you want to forget it happened.
I don't want to forget.
I just want to know where I stand. What happens next if we're together, like?
Why does anything have to happen?
Do you mean you don't want to forget? You just don't want it to go any further?
Oh, don't be soft.
What then?
Look, we like each other. We just happen to kiss. And honest, you're just like Ellis.
Me?
Pushing. He pushed me and look what happened.
I mean, he forced himself on you?
Oh, nothing like that. I mean, can't we just carry on together and see how it goes?
Come out with me then.
Don't make things so formal. Look, just let things ride, eh?
I keep telling you, I can't remember. My mind's a blank.
Yeah, so. Do you fancy a drink? There's some scotch in there.
Jack, it's think that got him into trouble in the first place. He's got to keep a clear head. He's got to remember.
Why should he? What's it matter if he was so rotten he can't remember? We know he didn't murder his own wife and kid, and that's that.
Yeah, but he's got to prove it. Them busies could be back at any time with Savvy, and he doesn't come up with something, they'll fit him up. Now just sit down there quiet, Terry, and start to remember with it.
I can't, I'm knackered.
We'll just try.
Don't you think he'd be better off having some kip?
He's got to remember, Jack.
Come on, son, bed.
No, all I want is some fresh air.
Terry, just try and remember, will you?
Look, it won't do any good hassling him like that.
Jack, they'll do him, you know. What were you doing that day?
Oh, you don't think that...
Don't be soft, Jack. I'm just saying, if you weren't working, you could have been with him, couldn't you?
But he wasn't with me.
As far as the coppers are concerned, I mean.
I set myself up as his alibi.
Well, we've got to come up with something, Jack, or else they'll stick it on him. Now, did you do any drinking that day?
Where's my dad?
He's outside.
Go and get him.
Oh, me?
Son, what's going on?
Well, after what you were saying this morning about making a choice and that.
What is it, Sam?
If it is what I think it is, I don't want you going berserk.
Owen, what's going on?
We're keeping the baby. So, we're going to get married.
I was wondering about that side of things.
Sammy, an hour ago you said you'd think hard.
And we have done. And I'm not going down the aisle like a sack of spuds either.
Look, what she means is... Well, we've decided the date. It's November the 8th. And it's in 3 weeks' time.
So, where'd you go to then?
The betting shop.
How long were you there for?
Yeah, there's a couple of races at Chepstow, one at Ripon. Oh, it must have been there about an hour.
Where then?
Well, Friday I usually go to the Pacific Star, then sometimes the Labour Club.
So, he could have gone into town, couldn't you? The Gaslight Club, somewhere like that.
Suppose so.
Never mind, suppose so, Jack. He did.
Right.
Right, Terry's brief left the number. Now get on to him and tell him.
No. But I haven't got anything straight yet.
Jack, we've got to get moving on this. We can go through it again after. It's on the window ledge.
What do I tell Teddy?
He can't remember, can he?
Oh, yeah.
What's he doing in the Jeep?
Oh, there he is. Terry, are you mad as shit? Come on, get off me, will you? No, let me go and get him. Come on, I want to get that kid. Come on, I want to go and get him.
Out like a light.
You shouldn't have given him that stuff, you know. It's going to be opposite the busy saying up to Savvy.
Well, you had to give him something to calm him down. I mean, he's determined to get this Graham Curtis character. Mind you, that might not be such a bad thing. Like he says, beat the truth out of him.
Oh, grow up with you, Jack. It's going to make it a million times worse if he goes after him. Now, he's not leaving here until we get the alibi sorted.
Okay.
And you're not having any of that either.
All right, that won't do any harm.
Listen, if you're going to go see the solicitor this afternoon, I want you with a clear head, all right? Well, sit down, will you? Right. So now you can tell me what happened Friday, October the 4th.
I went drinking with me son.
Well, come on, Jack. More details, times and that.
Look, couldn't you do this for him?
Oh, don't be soft. I mean, you know I was in Birmingham that morning. He can easily prove that, can't he? Now, come on. More details. What time did Terry turn up for you?
11 o'clock, or just before. I was about to go out to the pub when my son said he turned up.
And what did he say?
He said things were slack at the cabs and did a fancy a few pints and a few bets maybe.
Right. So where did you go to?
The Pacific Star.
The Swan! It's the flaming Swan, Jack. Look, you've got to get this spot on.
The Swan.
Right, the Swan. How long were you there?
Look, I'm hopeless at this, Baz. I'll never remember it all.
Look, you've done this loads of times. How many times you used to lie to Eileen, eh?
Oh, yeah, but that was only when I was away on the island, that.
Yeah, well, just think about it like that, then.
Eileen wasn't the CID, was she?
You're a born liar, you, Jack.
Hey, do you mind?
Listen, it's your biggest talent. You could have a convincing story with no holes in it. Now use your talent for Terry's sake.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so you was in the Swan. Now what was Terry drinking in the Swan?
We want you two to be sure you know what you're doing.
Have you thought how you two and a baby are going to cope?
I've told you that.
I'm asking Owen.
You know you can stay here for a while, after the wedding, till you get sorted.
I'm talking about their future here. Owen, you've just started college. Are you staying on?
Suppose so, yeah.
And what about money?
Well, I've got my job at the cafe. Nights and weekends, I can get more if I want.
Oh, yeah. And what about your studying?
I'll fit it in.
Let's talk about the wedding first, before all this college stuff.
Frank, will you let me finish, please? So, you're expecting Sammy to bring up this baby without any help from you?
No. Look, it's what we both want. And plenty of other people manage, don't they?
Oh, yeah. They manage to get themselves into a rut, at each other's throats all the time, because neither of them are doing what they really want to do. Are you sure that's what she wants as well?
We've told you all this.
No, I'm not so sure. Because I think you went back to him on the rebound from Tim Darby.
Chris.
And now you'll do anything he wants, including getting pregnant.
There's no need to get nasty, Mrs. Rogers.
Anyway, that's not true.
No, it's not true. Do you think we went out and did this all on purpose, do you?
Haven't you heard of contraception? They sell it at garages these days, I believe. Do you know, your age group amazes me. You get a damn good education, and you see people around you living frustrated lives, and then you go and make the same old mistakes again.
Well, we're not making a mistake. We've decided.
How can you decide something like this in, what, less than 24 hours? This is something that's going to affect you for the rest of your lives. Well, surely you can see that.
And don't you think we haven't thought about it? We're not completely stupid, you know.
Aye, aye.
It takes time. You two could hate the sight of each other before this baby is even born.
Do you know what? It's no use even discussing this with you, because all you're bothered about is teacher training college.
Oh. Well, that just shows how childish you are.
Well, this is getting us nowhere. If it's only 3 weeks off, we better get organised, hadn't we?
You've been on that phone for ages. So what's the score then, if you got a keyboard or not?
Nope.
You must be able to borrow one somewhere. We're knackered for Friday's gig if you don't get one.
Look, will you stop worrying?
It'll take at least 2 days to program a keyboard. You know that.
Well, no one will lend us one, will he? So we'll have to get one of our own. Like the Korg one should do the trick.
Korg what?
A synthesizer, Div. Not just your average keyboard, does everything bar make the tea.
Oh, yeah. How much is that going to cost?
About £1,000.
What? How the hell can we afford that?
Oh, we need a nice little deposit and we can pay the rest off on HP.
Hold on, what's all this we? I can't be spending my college grants. Need it for our materials.
You don't even need to touch that.
Where'd you get that?
You ought to get in the know, Keith. Us students are given all sorts of incentives these days to spend money. I've got 150 limit on this, and we can pay the rest off in 18 months. 2 years if you want.
What's all this we again? I'm just a drummer.
That's fair enough then. I'll buy it.
I think you're mad.
Have a bit of confidence, will you, Keith? A few more gigs like down at the Poly, and I'll easy pay it off.
The Poly aren't even paying us.
So it's promotional, isn't it? Anyway, you've got to speculate to accumulate. That's why I've ordered one brand spanking new Korg M1.
You've ordered it?
Yeah, pick it up Wednesday morning.
I'm just glad you had the guts to accept your responsibilities. A lot of young fellas, you just run a mile when this happens.
Well, we are serious, you know, Mr. Rogers.
And listen, don't be worrying about the money side of it. I know it's short notice, but the bride's old fella still pays for the wedding.
But look, I'm sure my mum and dad think...
No need for that. It won't be top hat and tails, but it'll be something decent.
Well, that's great, but look, don't be going spending loads of money.
I'll spend what I can afford. I'm just glad she's got some kind of future settled. We went through murder when she went off to live with... Well, you know what I'm on about, don't you?
Yeah.
Thing is, we could have lost her for good over that lot. Anyway, not like a wedding to get the family together, eh? And talking about families, I was thinking of ringing your mum and dad later.
What for?
Well, if you two are getting married, they'll know about the arrangements, won't they? I was going to invite them for tea or something, see what they're doing Friday. Don't worry, mate. You don't have to be there.
Oh, thanks. I'm getting off. See ya.
See ya.
Terry?
Terry?
Thank God it's you. I thought he was doing another run.
Sorry, mate.
Just as long as he's still snoring. Look, we're going to have to keep a watch on him, you know. 24 hours a day.
Oh, you can't do that.
It's for his own good, isn't it, Jack? Now, you're all set. Have you got your story straight?
No problem.
Remember, this is only Terry's brief, you know. It's not the busies.
I know. I'll manage.
Here. Get yourself a cab at the top of the road.
Oh, cheers, lad.
And make sure you don't get the bus and spend it on ale, do you hear?
Look, he may be your best mate, Paddy, but he's still my lad. I want to do my best by him, OK? Yes, love.
Can I speak to Barry, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry, love. Yeah, come.
Hey, and Jack, remember what I said.
All right, all right.
Where's Terry?
He's in bed. The busies had him in all night. They think he did it.
Do you think they're right?
You're joking, aren't you? That Curtis fella did it. And when Terry gets his hands on him, he's going to murder him.
Well, you're not going to let him, are you?
Of course I'm not. He's not moving from here until that Curtis is where he belongs. Behind bars.
But he's not, though, is he? The police have let him go.
Yeah, well, they'll realise the mistake soon, won't they? Have you heard from him?
Yeah, he phoned this morning. He's terrified.
I bet he is.
Have you got a minute, love?
Mum, I'm busy.
Not too busy for me to apologise, I hope.
No, I suppose not.
Sam, look, I didn't mean to be nasty to you now before Well, I suppose I just wanted to test you. Make sure you were sure you knew what you were doing.
Why couldn't you just take my word for it?
Because I don't think you're old enough to realise what you're doing. I thought I was. I was 2 years older than you when I got caught with you. It's the rush more than anything.
Well, Mum, that's what we've decided. I'm not having an abortion.
All right. All right, love, I know you don't agree with that.
Not in this case, no.
Have you thought about adoption, then?
No.
Well, consider it, Sam. There's people desperate or unhappy because they can't have children. People who are older than you, more able to cope.
Mum, look, I want my baby and I want to get married.
Well, keep your baby, but do you have to get married?
What have you got against marriage?
Nothing in the right circumstances.
Oh, so you and my dad aren't in the right circumstances?
I'm not talking about us.
I mean, just because things have gone wrong between you two.
Sammy, I'm talking about you. It's true what I said. You two could hate the sight of each other before this baby's even born.
That's a terrible thing to say. I love Owen. I should never have finished with him.
Will you still be able to say that when you're stuck with a hungry baby? You're worn out. Your husband's working all the hours God sends just to feed you.
Could you?
Sammy, I'm talking about you.
You're not going to come round, are you? We've had girls in work getting married. Some of them were pregnant too, and their mothers joined in. You know, planning the dress and the wedding cake and all the nice things that go with it. But you're not going to, are you?
Well,
we both know where we stand, Amy.
Sammy, I just want you and Owen to wait.
Well, we're not going to. It's all right. Me and my dad and Owen will make all the arrangements. You don't need to do anything.
The thing is, he's got to go back later for more questioning, and I think he might do himself harm, Barry.
Well, at least I'll keep him off Terry's back.
He is a human being, for God's sake.
He's a maggot. And life or talking himself. I don't care what happens to him.
Look, I don't think Graham's guilty.
You what?
What kind of a murderer goes dropping a rose in his victim's grave?
A clever one.
He was crying down the phone to me for an hour. He swears he didn't do it. He says he loved Sue.
He was obsessed with her. You said so yourself. He's a pervert, keeping pictures of Sue on his desk. Have you told the business about that yet? Well?
No.
Look, after the funeral, you said you were going to tell them. So why haven't you?
Barry, I don't want to.
My mate's future's at stake here. Why the hell not?
Because it might make things worse for him. It might make it look like there was an affair.
It doesn't matter whether there was an affair or there wasn't. He's a nutter and he wants locking up.
And I don't think he is.
Look, it's not up to you. You can't keep back evidence.
Look, I feel terrible about it. It was me that was responsible for introducing them to each other in the first place.
I don't believe this.
He can't have done it. He's not the type.
Look, Terry could get life for this. I want you to go and see the business and I want you to go and do it now.
Barry, you are hurting me.
I'm sorry. But I want you to go and see the business and I want you to do it now. You know that Graham Curtis fella did this. You don't want to get yourself in trouble for holding back vital evidence, do you?